Welcome, mathematicians, to the annual Miaville Bake Sale. Mia and I are super excited to start selling our sweet treats. Ooh, here comes our first customer. Oh, hi, Bree. Okay, she wants 6 cupcakes, that's $12.75, and 1 brownie, that's $2.99. I'll just use my phone calculator to add up this total for you real. Oh no, my phone's dead. Ugh. Now we can't add up each customer's order or figure out how much change we owe them. Hey, maybe you could help us out, mathematicians. We know dollars and cents are related to decimals, so how can we use what we've learned to find Bree's total? By the end of today's lesson, you'll be able to use the addition and subtraction algorithms to solve problems with decimals. Have your guided notes ready, and let's get calculating. Bree wants to buy a box of 6 cupcakes for $12.75 and 1 brownie for $2.99. Which operation could we use to figure out how much Bree owes in total? Yep, addition. These decimals are shown in dollar amounts, but today we'll be working with these numbers using their place value names. For example, $12.75 is 12.75. And what about $2.99? That's 2.99. Exactly. Okay, now we know which operation to use and the 2 numbers we're adding together, so let's learn how to use the addition algorithm with decimals to get our total. When using the addition algorithm, we already know to stack the numbers vertically and line up the digits according to place value. 1s with 1s, 10s with 10s, and so on. When working with decimals, we still line everything up by place value. Decimal points with decimal points, tenths with tenths, and hundredths with hundredths. Pause here to practice lining up the digits and the decimal points in this problem. All right, now that we've lined everything up, we need to start adding the digits in the smallest place value first, just like we do when adding multi-digit whole numbers. So, what's the smallest place value here? The hundredths place, yes. So we start by adding 5 plus 9 to get 14 hundredths. Can we record 14 in the hundredths place? No, only 1 digit can go in each place value. We'll need to regroup 14 hundredths. In decimal form, do you notice how there's a 1 in the tenths place and a 4 in the hundredths place? 14 hundredths is the same as 1/10 and 4 hundredths. So we can record the 1/10 with our other tenths and the 4 hundredths as part of our sum or answer. Then we add all the digits in the tenths place. 1 plus 7 plus 9 equals 17 tenths. That's a lot of tenths. How many tenths are in one whole? 10 tenths, right. Those 10 tenths get regrouped as one whole, which we'll record with our other ones. And the 7 tenths get recorded in the tenths place of our sum. Before adding the digits in the ones place, we need to bring down the decimal point, making sure it stays aligned in the same place decimals always go, between the ones place and the tenths place. Then we can continue adding. Pause the video here to finish solving the rest of the problem in your guided notes. Adding the digits in the ones place equals 5, and then 1/10 plus nothing equals 1/10. Our total is 15 74 hundredths. $15.74. That's her total, Bree. Bree, I don't think you gave us enough money. Sorry, the total was $15.74, but you only gave us $14.25. How can we figure out how much Bree still owes us? We'll need to subtract to figure out the difference between $14.25 and $15.74. Check it out! Mia's already set up the subtraction problem. Thanks, Mia. What do you notice about her work? Ah, yes, her numbers aren't lined up correctly. Remember, we need to line up the place values and decimal points correctly before we subtract. Tens with tens, ones with ones, and so on. Now we're all set up to use the subtraction algorithm. Pause the video here to solve the problem in your guided notes. Starting in the smallest place value, we have 4 hundredths, and we need to subtract 5. We don't have enough, so where can we get more hundredths? We need to regroup 1/10 for 10 more hundredths. Now we have 14 minus 5, which equals 9. Then in the tenths place, we have 6 minus 2, which equals 4. Don't forget the decimal point. In the ones place, we have 5 minus 4, which equals 1. And in the tens place, 1 minus 1 equals 0. We are left with 1 and 49 hundredths. Okay, Bree, you still owe us $1.49. Thanks! Enjoy your treats. Ooh, here comes our next customer. Hi, Evan. All right, 1 small bag of chocolate cookies, 1 lemon bar, and 1 blueberry muffin coming right up. How much money does Evan owe? Pause the video here to set up and solve this problem in your guided notes. Starting with the smallest place value and regrouping as needed, the total comes to $13.24. Ooh, Evan is paying with a $20 bill, which is more than the total amount. So we need to figure out how much change Evan should get. But how do we subtract a decimal from a whole number? When we're adding or subtracting decimals that have a different number of digits, we can use something called a placeholder 0. This is a 0 that can be added to a number that won't change its value. For example, we can turn 20 into a decimal by adding a decimal point after the ones place, a placeholder 0 in the tenths place, and a placeholder 0 in the hundredths place. 20 and 0 hundredths has the same value as 20, like how 20 and 0 cents is still $20. Now, when we go to subtract, the decimal point is in both numbers, and all of the digits can be lined up by their place value. This makes it much easier to keep track of which digits we need to subtract. Now, we can use the subtraction algorithm just like we did before. Start with the smallest place value and check to see if regrouping is necessary. Pause the video here to solve this problem in your guided notes. We are going to need more of everything to subtract properly, so we'll go all the way to the tens place and regroup 110 for 10 ones. Then regroup 1 1 for 10 tenths. Then regroup 1/10 for 10 hundredths. Now we have 10 minus 4, 9 minus 2, decimal point, 9 minus 3, and 1 minus 1 for a difference of 6 and 76 hundredths. Okay, Evan, here's your change, $6.76. See you later. Awesome job, decimal masters. Thanks for filling in as our human calculators today. So, what did we learn today, besides the fact that we can't always rely on our phone calculators to do the math for us? Well, now you know that when using the addition and subtraction algorithms, it's important to line up the decimal points so that each digit is in the correct place value column. You can use zeros as placeholders to make the numbers the same length. You also know the decimal point goes between the ones and the tenths place, so your answer represents the correct amount. Be sure to complete the practice questions and extension activities that go with this lesson to practice adding and subtracting decimals. And remember, mathematicians, in math, as in life, every effort adds to your success. I'll see you next time.